Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Engineer Gaming, and this is our second assault guide where we'll be covering Torvald. So again, the structure of the video will go video tutorials, then onto his equipment and stats, then perks, and then finally our strategies and tactics.
Torvald is an assault hunter, the team's primary damage dealer. The auto-fire shotgun deals bursts of damage at short range. Shrapnel grenades cover your target in weak spots, maximizing the damage from your auto-fire shotgun. Use the mortar cannon on slow-moving targets to deal heavy damage at range. Remember to use your personal shield. First, hit the monster with your shrapnel grenade, then follow up with the auto-fire shotgun. This maximizes your damage. When the monster is moving slowly or is standing still, switch to the mortar cannon. If the monster stops to kill your teammates, use this to your advantage. If the monster's moving quickly, aim high to arc your mortar cannon and lead the monster.
First up in his equipment is the auto-fire shotgun. It does 66 damage base and 72.6 max per shot. It has 8 shots in a clip with a reload of 2.25 seconds, and you need to make a note that one trigger pull will fire the entire clip. Next up is his mortar cannon. It does 180 damage base, 198 max, with a capacity of 5 mortars, which will fire all at once, and it has a minimum range of 8 meters, and then a maximum range of about 60 meters over a flat distance. You can exceed that by aiming up in the air. And then the reload is 4.5 seconds. Last but not least is the shrapnel grenade. It has a damage multiplier of 1.5 base and 1.65 max, with about 9 crit spots max is what you can get from one throw, and those will last about 10 seconds. It has a throwing range of approximately 45 meters and a reload speed of about 2 seconds. The first perk we recommend is Quick Switch. Torvald's weapons cycle very well with each other, so Quick Switch just allows you to do it more effectively and a lot faster, so you can just be dealing damage, and with Quick Switch you'll never have to be waiting on reloading anything at all. You'll just be constantly be using something.
That's just about enough of you!
I was waiting for you, beast!
Trap ready! Train gun ready! It's drug!
You should have evolved into something that doesn't suck!
There it is! Out of range.
The next perk we recommend is Capacity Increase. This is just to help increase Torvald's burst damage, as well as his reloads are fast enough as it is, so that's why we picked this over reload speed, because you don't really need to be worried about reloading, because you can just cycle through weapons without having to do that.
Go through its armor, finally! Boom! It'll pick me up from your bug man.
Now for the third perk, like always, we recommend you use the first two over this one. This is just kind of there as your third option, and we recommend damage bonus for that, just to increase Torvald's damage output, just to maximize on the burst damage you can deal. Now for actual strategies and tactics. First up is cycling your weapons. Torvald's weapons cycle very well together, so you never really want to be waiting on a reload. As soon as you shoot the mortars, just switch to the shotgun, start firing, switch back to the mortars when they're ready. If you run Quick Switch, then I would recommend switching to the shrapnel grenades, but if you don't, then there's not really enough time between your reloads and switchings to switch to the shrapnel grenade and throw it. You'd be better off just like sticking with the shotgun or the mortars and just waiting for their reload to come back instead of switching to do that. You'll deal more damage that way.
There you go! You like that? Try finding us now! Watch the beast! Go through its armor, finally! Boom! Little pick me up from your bug man. Okay, healing is charged up. What's the need? Much better.
Torvald punishes all monsters that like to camp on dead bodies. So if you see a monster that's sticking to a dead body and that really wants him to die, just unload your mortars into him just to keep him to do enough damage. He might eventually back away, or just to keep him at a safe enough distance to where someone might be able to get him to revive, or medic will have an easier time of healing them from a distance.
The weak spot. The monster's right here. Come on out the yard. Keep
Got
it
a
up.
boost!
Only seconds left. Bullseye!
When picking Torvald, you want to be weary of the map you actually pick, just to avoid caves, because fighting in a cave with Torvald makes his mortars a lot harder to use. You can still use them pretty well, but the distance you can get with the mortars is drastically cut in half. So some maps to avoid are Barracks, Armory, and Weather Control, just to avoid, because they're predominantly have a lot of caves in them, so just want to avoid fighting in there. And if you do fight in a cave, you just need to be a lot more careful on how you use your mortars and go for more close-up shots opposed to some long-distance ones.
More wildlife eager to die.
Alright, that was our class guide for Torvald. Let me know what you guys think, and if you have any other tips or tricks, post those in the comments below. Also, let us know who you want to see next. Thanks for watching.